It's really remarkable. And even when they went to the moon, it changed the foundational zeitgeist of the humanity. It was a belief that it could never be done. It wasn't possible. It wasn't a thing. But when that happened, then that opened up a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts about, well, if we can go to the moon, maybe can we go to Mars? And if we can go to Mars, is there other things out there? And then now all these images coming back from deep space, and the more they find out about space, and the more they like, oh, wait a minute, I think at the center of every galaxy, there's a black hole. Oh, that was a concept that Ra was talking about. The channeled works of Ra was talking about in the 80s. And now they're just like, yeah, there's really a black hole. And we're seeing that now. And there's multiple Goldilocks planets that we can even perceive from this distance. And it's just like, even astrophysicists are saying it's a waste of space if we're the only ones.
Yeah. Yeah. And, people talking about being fearful of aliens and UFOs and things, if they're smart enough to get here, they're much smarter than we are. So it's just, we've just lived in this kind of bubble that now is expanding. I mean, the awareness is now expanding because of the experiences people are having, and they want to know more.
But also that expansion is scary for a lot of people, because now what was rock solid in their minds is being challenged, and not just being challenged by one or two people, but being challenged by society now. And a lot of these challenges are what's causing all this uprising, and like, no, wait a minute. No, we want to hold back to the old ways, or no, I can't believe that. And there's a big jump of stuff happening all over the place, and people's foundational beliefs are being challenged in a very, very big way. And they don't know what to do. So again, you could either get angry and fight, or you can be curious and open yourself up to other ideas. And that's who comes and listens to the show, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the main messages that Theo gives us, is remain curious.
I haven't heard a channeler. I haven't met one yet, nor have I heard of one, maybe you have, that does not say or does not preach the idea of love, that we are not this physical being, that the basic concepts of what Jesus taught, for God's sakes, these basic concepts. I've never heard of one going, you need to be more selfish. The key to life is the physical indulgence. Like, I've never, that those things don't come through in a public way, at least. Have you ever heard of those kind of messages coming through a channel? And if they did they get any publicity out of it?
No, but I have heard of some conspiratorial stuff in the most recent years coming through that not necessarily don't love each other, not those kinds of messages, but just stuff that just isn't true.
Right.
And that, to your point, for me, if the messages are coherent, they may use different words, but the message itself, the basics there's a coherence to it with the love vibe, let's say.
Right.
Then I would say believe it, because if there's a message coming through now, I believe it's here for our highest good. I would say, I don't know what the percentage is, but I would say that you can feel the difference. We all have a barometer in us when we hear the truth. And truth can be said, to your point earlier, in different words, in different ways, but there's a consistency in that truth. And that's what I would look for with any teacher or anybody you're getting information from, because Theo often says it would be a really boring life in a boring place if we only had one book to read, and if we only had one song, or if we only had one movie, that there are different messengers to come forth creatively so that we can all understand. Because somebody that might listen to Theo and prefer to hear the message from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Different flavors.
Yeah, yeah. To my point about it would be really boring to only have one book.
To watch the full video, click on the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.